Right, Darryl, who was the worst dress sense at Cheltenham? Because a couple of players have said you, so it's your chance now to it's your chance to say now who you think.
I really should say Mo, because he was the latest to say me, but I think Russ Penn. Russ Penn's gear's horrendous. He wears like double XL tracksuits and stuff like that. He drags the trousers of them along the ground. So Russ Penn for me, easy.
Right. Okay. Do you think the Old Firm club should be allowed to come into the English leagues?
Yeah, probably. I mean, if there wasn't Welsh clubs playing in the English divisions, then you'd be like, nah, definitely not. But it's not as if the English leagues are just full of English sides. There is Welsh sides in there, so I don't see the problem with having Scottish clubs in there.
Okay. This is coming from Ian Hutton. Who is the best fitness coach you've worked with?
It's definitely not Ian. He's bloody hopeless. He's up there. Ian's definitely up there, mate, because he's got a football background. And I think that helps massively for fitness coaches.
Yep. Okay. Do you think you'll be at Cheltenham Town next season?
I probably shouldn't answer that right now. With potentially 4 games left of the season. If I was to be honest right now, probably not.
Right. It is one for you that's along those lines, but if you were guaranteed regular football next season in League 1 or League 2, would you be happy to stay at Cheltenham?
Yeah, of course I would, yeah.
Yep. Okay. How frustrating has this season been, and have you, well, we know you've been asking to go on loan, how many times have you knocked on the manager's door this season?
At the start of the season, he must have been pretty annoyed with me, to be honest. I was in all the time. Since the kind of turn of the year, I've not really been in too much. But yeah, it's been up there with one of the most frustrating of my career so far, because I've been fit pretty much the whole season. In the past when I've not played regularly, it's been injuries and the form of the team that's been in there. But yeah, this has definitely been up there with one of the most frustrating of my career, definitely.
Have the reasons the manager's given you for not going out on loan, have you agreed with those, or have you still
He's not really given me any reasons, he's just said no. So it's a bit difficult. He says no, he needed me in his squad, he needed me for to be in and about his squad, so
yeah,
there's not really much you can say to that, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Who's the best strike partner you've played with in your career?
Ricky Lambert at Bristol Rovers. He wasn't the fittest when he was at Bristol Rovers. I think he'd be the first to admit that himself. But no, he kind of had everything. He had good feet. He was big and strong. He was good in the air. He scored from 40 yards. He scored from 4 yards.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely big Ricky.
Think he should be getting an England call up or close to it?
He's got to be considered, I think. But I think it's a big ask for him to be into the squad. But no, I think he should definitely get recognition for what he's done this season, because he's had a great season.
Yeah. Okay. What's your best time so far for Cheltenham, and lowest point, highest and lowest points in your Cheltenham career?
Highest points probably last season was the cup run, and getting to White Hart Lane. Then the lowest point was probably getting dropped for White Hart Lane after scoring all the goals to get us there. And similarly with the playoffs and stuff, that would be definitely a big highlight, getting into the playoffs. But then again, a low point would be not playing in any of them.
Yep. Okay. Who's scarier, Russ Penn or Jason Taylor?
Definitely not Russ Penn. He's all bark, no bite, that boy. Yeah, Tails would win that one, hands down.
Okay. Should Scotland be independent from the Union? Political one there.
I've seen this, and personally I don't think so. I'm not big on politics myself, but they're talking about having their own currency and stuff like that, and no, I don't think we should go down that route at all.
Right. Okay. Do you think in the past you've done better at your first season at the club? Has that been a trend where you've maybe not done as well later on? Somebody's asked. I mean, I haven't looked at the stats, but has that been?
No, I know where he's coming from. I tend, in my first season, I tend to do well, and then my second season, I tend not to get used as much. So I don't think it's nothing down to me personally. It's not down to my personal performances or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's always, I don't know, maybe a victim of my own success sometimes. I do well at clubs, and then in the second season we've maybe got more money to spend, and whenever clubs get promoted and come into a bit of money, they always tend to try and improve the forward line. So I think it's more that than anything down to me personally.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think you'd be doing now if you weren't a footballer?
Probably either physiotherapy or something to do with like fitness, maybe a fitness coach or something. But I was always interested in physiotherapy when I was younger.
Yeah. Okay. What's the most memorable game you've ever played in?
Ever played in?
Yeah, career.
I've played a few big games when I was at Hull in the Championship, away to West Brom, away to Stoke. And playing in big games like that is always memorable. But I scored for Falkirk against Celtic at Parkhead in the SPL, and being a Rangers fan, I think that would definitely pip it.
Yeah. Okay. Who's been the most influential person on your career and why?
My mum's had a massive influence on my career. Like when I was younger, she couldn't drive, and she made sure I got to every single football tournament game, all over Scotland, and she followed me everywhere. She went to every single game, obviously until I came down south. Yep. So definitely my mum.
Right. Okay. What level of Scottish football do you think is the equivalent to League Two, from what you've experienced?
I'd say equivalent to League Two, probably bottom few SPL and Division 1, probably. I think below that Division 2 and 3 in Scotland's probably more like kind of conference level. Yeah,
they're part-time clubs down there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Most of them,
Yeah.
Have you ever been mistaken for Dean Whitehead? I think Crossbar Challenge. I think everyone.
Yeah, I've had this loads. Like, to be fair, like every club since I came to England, really, I've had it at Hull, Swansea, everywhere. Bristol Rovers, people saying I look like Dean Whitehead. And to be fair, it's like anything on the internet. People can find pictures of you. I look more like Dean Whitehead, and then there'll be other pictures of me where I look nothing like him. But yeah, sometimes I can see the resemblance myself. Sometimes,
Okay. How much would it mean to score at Wembley if Cheltenham get there this season? After not starting last year.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant. That would be a new highlight, a new high for my Cheltenham career if I could, be involved at Wembley and score the winner to take us up. That would top off a couple of years here.
Okay. Sort of similar lines to earlier questions, but how hard has it been sat on the bench and then having to come on just for sort of 10 minutes here and there like you had at Exeter and that home game recently?
Yeah, it's really difficult, especially because I've not played for 4.5 months now. So I'm really going to be lacking a lot of sharpness and a lot of fitness, game fitness. You can train all you want, but you'll never be able to replicate match intensity. So from that point of view, it's really tough. Like I was 10 minutes against Exeter, and I was really blown at my backside, and that's just 10 minutes. But it's quite difficult.
Yeah. Have you and Harrod, top scorer last season, top scorer this season? Have you discussed it? And is there some sort of curse on Cheltenham Town's top goal scorer?
We have. We've spoke about it, and because it seems to be my season last season. It's been replicated with him this season. It's a bit strange. Like I don't know. Football's it's a funny old game, and strikers always seem to be the ones that in the modern game are always rotated, and backfalls and midfields don't really tend to be messed about with too much. But the forward line always kind of seems to be tinkered with a little bit more. So I don't know why. But it just seems to be the way it is.
Okay. Best goal of your career? I mean, not in terms of most important, but
best goal of my career. I scored one a few years ago for Hull against Tranmere, the League Cup. That was a good one. But I'll go from one from my Cheltenham time then, since I know obviously Cheltenham fans will obviously know those a bit better. And, time at Cheltenham, probably Wickham away in the JPT last season.
Yep.
I'll go for that one.
Yep. Okay. Toughest opponent you've come up against in your career?
I played against Bobo Baldi. He was at Celtic when I was at Falkirk, and he was just an absolute monster of a man. He was so big and strong and quick. I'll pick Bobo Baldi.
Yeah. Okay. Best and worst ground you played at?
Best ground, again, probably Celtic Park. Because I actually started there. I'll go for a stadium that I started at. Like Wembley's an easy one, but I only played like a few minutes there. So Celtic Park and Ibrox,
Yep.
really good places to go. The worst, Accrington Stanley probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We mentioned it earlier, but how pleasing was it just to get on against Exeter, even if it was for only 10 minutes?
No, it was great, and I really enjoyed it. And especially with us winning the game, it was a really important game, and to get the call from the manager, I was a bit surprised, but obviously, I was delighted, and it was good to just get back on the pitch and run about and feel a burn in your legs, and just get that kind of buzz back, because it's obviously you do feel part of it being on the bench, but if you're on the bench and you're unused, you don't get that same sort of feeling as when you come on and you're involved in a win.
Yeah. Are you aware of Cheltenham's long association with Scottish players? Because Cheltenham's second highest scorer is Scottish, and there was one stage where they had a virtually full Scottish team in the Southern League.
Right.
The manager brought them all down. Did you know anything about that?
No, I didn't know anything about that now.
So you're following a long line of Scottish Robins.
Right, okay. I had no idea. News to me, mate.
Right. How are you feeling ahead of Saturday's game? And have you been in any sort of situation like this before, where it's come down to the last day of the season?
Never last day of the season, no. I can't think of anything. Now, when we won the league, when I was at Swansea, when we won the league, it was sewn up before the last day. When I won the league with Falkirk, it was sewn up before the last day. So no, this is a new experience, and it's probably quite a nice thing, because everybody's going to have to be on it and training over the next couple of days, and it's quite exciting. It's games you want to be involved in. You want to be involved in promotion battles rather than maybe scrapping out at the bottom. When you're fighting for league survival, and at the end of the day, at the absolute worst, we'll be in the playoffs.
Yep.
So it's I think it's a game that we should be looking forward to, and revelling in the challenge of getting automatic.
Yeah. So you joined Rovers just after they got promoted, didn't you? So
Yeah.
have you had 2 automatic promotions in your career?
Yeah.
So far.
Yep. 2. I've won the league twice. I've got 2 league winners' medals, and I've had a couple of mid-table finishes with Rovers, and obviously the playoffs last year with Cheltenham. So I've been quite lucky in my career so far that I've got a couple of winners' medals, and obviously tasted Wembley last year with Cheltenham. So it'd be nice to get automatic promotion again this year, and have another promotion on the CV. But if we get to the playoffs, that's always a nice way to go up as well, I suppose.
Yep. Brilliant. Cheers.